After all, you need a son. My father whipped me, cursed at me, and I just cried, begging him not to harm his health. I've always loved you so much, Dad. Now that you're sick, what should I do? Finally, he was near death, regretfully saying to me, "You are my only child, and all my money is yours." I retorted, "Then guess why you couldn't have a second child?" 3 months after Mom passed away, my father remarried. He wasn't worried at all about my stepmother, Wen Ruyan, not getting along with me. Because she was my home tutor and we were as close as sisters. My father promised her a grand wedding. It was held at the city's most luxurious hotel, filled with roses. The hydrangeas on the arch were packed tightly together. The wedding favors included luxury perfumes and the city's most exclusive homemade snacks. The Wens were jubilant. Their daughter had finally made it and married into the Gu family. In Dad's arms, she was just like her name, graceful and elegant. The guests all praised Dad and Wen Ruyan as a perfect match, an ideal couple. But just half an hour ago, in the ladies' lounge where the women gathered, I overheard their whispers. The first wife has only been dead for 3 months, and the new one is already here. Did you hear? The bride used to be his daughter's tutor. Tisk tisk, who knows, maybe they've been together for a while. Do you think the first wife was driven to her death by them? Who knows? That's why, ladies, we must take care of ourselves. Even someone as virtuous as Lady Gu got a new wife so quickly. I stood at the door, coughing lightly a few times. As soon as the people inside saw me, they immediately changed the topic, discussing the famous dishes of the hotel and how beautiful the bride looked today, praising the flower arrangements. My peripheral vision caught Dad's figure, his face slightly changing color. Clearly, he had also heard the whispers of the crowd. I handed him a glass of water with concern and said, "Dad, have some water to soothe your throat. You still have to give a speech later." Chi-Chi, he took the water and drank it all in one go, hesitating before speaking. "I and your mother." "Dad," I interrupted him, playing the role of the dutiful and understanding daughter he hoped for the rest of your life, you'll need someone to take care of you. Sister Ruyan is gentle and considerate. Mom would understand. He nodded satisfactorily and went to wait for the ceremony to begin. Pushing those meaningless words out of my mind, I pinched myself hard, determined to be a responsible flower girl. I put on the brightest smile and, under everyone's gaze, handed the flower bouquet to Wen Ruyan. I sent my sincere blessings without any hint of discomfort. "Sister Ruyan, hope you give me a little brother soon." Dad heard it and smiled faintly. The noisy banquet ended, people dispersed, and I was cornered in an empty room. It was Xu Xingzhou, the family lawyer. He closed the door and asked me sternly, "What did you put in Mr. Gu's water today?" I raised my chin, asking him back, "You saw it?" He nodded. "Nothing," I said indifferently. "Chi-Chi, you're committing a crime." He lowered his voice and scolded. I looked at him provocatively. "Oh, so Lawyer Xu plans to take me to the police station? Then go ahead." With that, I grabbed the door handle, ready to open it. He leaned his back against the door, firmly blocking it, preventing me from opening. "I'm worried about you," he faced me, struggling to express his concern accurately. "I don't want to defend you in a criminal case in the future." His concern softened my attitude a bit. "Don't worry, it's not a poison for murder. It's a despairing drug." 3 months ago, with my just-released college entrance exam results, I felt like the luckiest person in the world. because someone who always got average scores unexpectedly exceeded the admission cutoff for prestigious universities. My hospitalized mom was so happy when she heard. She cried. She said I was her pride, her daughter who could take care of herself. I was so proud, teasing her for gifts as rewards, even asking for one for my home teacher when Mom promised me there would be gifts, a gift everyone would be satisfied with. Then, on my way to the hospital to see her, I received the biggest gift of my life. Miss Gu Shuti? The voice on the phone said. Yes, I responded subconsciously. The voice from the phone, cold and indifferent, delivered the news. This is the police station. Your mother had a car accident and died on the spot. Please come to claim the body. Before hanging up, he added, Miss Gu, please accept my condolences. Here's the translation. Why offer condolences? What's there to mourn? I still have to discuss college plans with Mom. I just spoke to her on the phone. She was so happy then. She clearly said I was her pride. A car accident? What car accident? Is this a joke? I walked mechanically, stepping into the police station, and saw Mom lying there, unrecognizable. Until I saw that culprit, every cell in my body seemed to come alive. I rushed over and grabbed his collar, shouting, Murderer! Give me back my mom. He was angrier than me, pulling my arms hard. Your mom came at me herself. I'm just unlucky. She came at me herself. You're lying. I lunged to hit him. My mom wouldn't seek death. Before I could grab his face, someone pulled me away. It was Xu Xingzhou. He said my father sent him to handle Mom's affairs. I couldn't believe my ears. With such a big thing happening to Mom, Dad didn't even show up? He sent a lawyer and that's it? What's he doing? It didn't take long for me to figure out what Dad was up to. He was busy rolling in bed with Wen Ruyun. Because I caught them, right in the parents' bedroom downstairs, Dad and Miss Wen were entangled like beasts. Stunned, I, struck by lightning, looked at the disgusting duo, thinking of my already deceased mom. I actually felt a sense of relief, wondering if this was for the better. At least she didn't know Dad was cheating. Because of this accident, she has been sleeping in a dream of family harmony? That way, she wouldn't be hurt by Dad and Miss Wen. Unfortunately, reality proved otherwise. It was just my wishful thinking. A few days after Mom's death, Xu Xingzhou asked me to come to the law firm, saying Mom left something for me. Dad waved his hand and told me to go quickly. Xu Xingzhou took out a letter, saying it was left by Mom before she passed away. Miss Gu, this is from your mother. She said if she were to leave someday, give you this letter. I took that letter, my hand shaking the whole time. So, she already knew Dad was cheating with Wen Ruyun, but seeing them get along well with me, and my grades indeed improving, she endured it. While Miss Wen was always kind and considerate in front of Dad and me, she secretly harassed Mom, insulting her for being old and unable to bear a son, and telling her to die and make way for the new woman. In the end, Mom said, Chi-Chi, forgive Mom. Mom really couldn't take it anymore. Your dad's daily cold words and Miss Wen's constant insults about why I haven't died yet. Now, you're going to college. Mom's mission is complete. I should leave. You're a grown-up now. Learn to take care of yourself. Chi-Chi, Mom grew up by the sea. Help Mom scatter her ashes into the sea. I've been confined by the Gu family for a lifetime, now, finally free. Tears fell on the letter, soaking through the paper. How could this happen? Why? Why did I only find out today? What car accident? It wasn't an accident at all. Mom committed suicide. She didn't want to live a long time ago, but she endured it until now for me. I lay on Xu Xingzhou's desk, crying so hard I couldn't breathe. I fainted from crying, and when I woke up, I found myself lying on the sofa, covered in a man's suit. Xu Xingzhou stood by the French window, hearing movement. He turned around, a flickering spark in his lips. In the lingering sunset, his figure seemed somewhat lonely. A thought flashed through my mind: he could become a great lawyer from an orphanage, but it couldn't have happened without Mom's support. Seeing me awake, he extinguished the cigarette in his hand, quickly walked over, and lightly patted my shoulder. About Mrs. Gu's matter, please accept my condolences. I gripped the letter tightly under the suit, my nails digging into my flesh, staring at the person in front of me with red eyes, and made a decision. Mr. Xu, please don't tell my dad that Mom left a letter. He looked deeply into my eyes, trying to see through my thoughts, but didn't say much, just nodded. Thank you. I rubbed my face and stood up to leave. Wait. He stopped me before leaving. I can help you keep it from Mr. Gu, but Chi. He didn't call me Miss Gu. Don't do anything to hurt yourself. Hurt myself? I won't. I'll make Dad and Wen Ruyan pay the price. Don't worry. I left him with those 2 words, and left without looking back. Pushing open the door at home, I found Dad and Wen Ruyan both there. There was a perfect social distance between them. Seeing me come in, Dad asked, "What did Mr. Xu say?" I honestly told him. Mom left a will, giving me her properties and shares under her name. He waved his hand dismissively and said, "Let Mom's estate be handled according to her wishes." Dad! I stopped my father, who was about to leave. Mom also left an oral will. She wanted her ashes scattered into the sea. Dad turned around, staring at me with a gloomy face. Immediately, he called Xu Xingzhou in front of me. After receiving a positive reply, his expression turned even colder. His fingers tapped incessantly on the table, contemplating for a long time before reaching a conclusion. No way. Dad, this is Mom's last wish. I argued. I said no, so it's no. The Gu family can't afford such nonsense.